Hello everyone, Josh first back again, bringing you guys some more Elune, and today we're going to be talking about Rachel and her skill set. Now, I've known about her skill since Thursday. I've been really wanting to share this with a lot of you for the pretty much for the past few days, but of course I had to wait. But we're finally able to share the information with you guys, and here we are. So, Rachel's normal skill, crossbow shot, front first attack, fires an arrow at an enemy using her crossbow to deal 630 and then 123% attack physical damage. Skill gem set, 5% chance of reducing target's physical defense by 10% for 2 turns. So, nothing really to look at with the normal skills for most characters in the game. Now let's start getting to the fun stuff. So, her special, deploy Pavis, front first, fills her Pavis, however you say it, with mana and holds it up to begin channeling for 3 turns. During channeling, reduces damage received by 20% and distributes single target damage. 5% chance of increasing Rachel's magic defense by 10% for 2 turns. Of course, that skill goes a little bit further. Dealt to any ally in Rachel's row evenly among all allies in that row. When channeling ends, fires her crossbow to deal 1430 and then 282% physical damage to an enemy. Now, what this basically means is if you put her in like a front row on like Iron Wall formation, she's going to be amazing. And you're going to see why even further when we get to her passives later on. But once she's channeling with her S2, she's going to be very hard, if maybe not even possible, to be one-shotted by any single target hero, because the damage is going to be distributed. So, and you're going to receive less damage anyway. It's a crazy good skill. Like, let's go back and look at the last image for a minute. Reduces damage received by 20%, and the single target damage is distributed. So that's pretty crazy, and it's in her row evenly. So you put her in an Iron Wall formation, and she's channeling for 3 turns, which of course is a long channeling session. However, she's reducing damage by 20%. You can't single target nuke her because the damage is going to be distributed, like I said. And that's just going to be very good skill for PvP. And then if you add into her passive, which we'll get into in a little bit, you're going to really see why she's good. So that's really nice, and that's going to be very good for Chaos Tower as well. Like, very good for Chaos Tower, where they really hit you hard, like pretty much just single target wipe you out. So being able to really help with that is going to be very crucial for hard mode of Chaos Tower. So right now she's already having very good tanky traits. On top of the fact that since she is going to be a tank, she's probably going to have really good tank HP stats, like probably being able to hit 70, 80k HP easily, and possibly having very high defense. So, it's going to be very good. Now, let's go to her ultimate. Now, her ultimate gets very interesting. This is where I feel like she really starts to dip into that, oh my god, I have to pull her, or get her from my pity, because she's going to be that good. Hidden Demise, and I love that name. And it says 1 enemy, which means you can target back row with this. Since it does not say front first, she can actually target back row with this skill as well. So that makes her really good, again, for not only PvE, like Chaos Tower, and you're going to find out soon, boss fights, but also in PvP. So very, very good. Draws a circle around her to channel the energy of Earth into a bolt and then fires it, dealing 1300 and then 308% attack. Physical damage to an enemy. Deals additional damage equal to 30% of the current HP. And, of course, also only goes up to, I believe, or cannot exceed, rather, 200% of her attack. That's what it fully says, because I already know. 10% chance to stun target for 1 turn. So again, if we go to the second part of the image, you'll see right here, additional damage equal to 30% of enemy's existing HP, which is, current HP. And the amount of additional damage inflicted cannot exceed 200%. So basically, if you're attacking a very high HP enemy, such as a boss, she can hit up to 508% damage on her S3's multiplier. Ridiculous. 508% attack with her S3. And that isn't all the damage she's going to do. Because, again, her passives are even just... They make her even more crazy. And we haven't even got to the passive yet. So, she's going to be hitting bosses very, very hard. And that 30% becomes very strong in PvP. Because if you build her with full attack, which I highly recommend, to be honest, probably building her with as much attack as possible. Because it only helps with that 200% additional on our S3. That 30% is actually going to be 30% on a enemy in PvP where their HP is like around 100, 150%, maybe on like a Fahrenheit, possibly 200%, 200,000 HP. She's going to be able to get that full 30% off of their HP, which is nuts. Because then that's basically 3 attacks, that Fahrenheit's dead with this. I mean, obviously, you're going to do other attacks, but just to give you an example, pretty crazy. So, Rachel is nuts. She's a DPS tank. She's going to fill 2 roles here. All right, her passive 1. Let's go ahead and swap on over. Rachel's crossbow and Pavis, or Pavis, I don't know how they want you to say that, are specialized in protecting others. Reduces damage received by 20% for all allies deployed in the same row as Rachel. Again, back to the Iron Wall. If you have her S2 going for 3 turns channeling, you're reducing that damage on herself, plus you're spreading the damage out, and then you're reducing 20% damage further for all allies deployed in the same row as Rachel. Of course, this does not work for Rachel herself, this passive. It works for everyone else, but she's already getting her own 20% from her S2 from channeling. So, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So she's going to be very good in Iron Wall formation. You pair her up with a Miho or a Karu to get that crit rate up for everybody, that evasion up with the evasion 10% from maxed out Iron Wall in the first place, and the damage protection, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So let's go to her passive 2 now. Although Rachel uses a crossbow instead of a traditional bow due to her lack of strength, her innate Illyrian elf instincts are still sharp. Deals 100 and then 100% physical damage for every attack. For every attack she does. So Illyrian will, very crazy, just further adds to the DPS output that she's already going to be providing with her S3 and her S2 after 3 turns of channeling. And then when you think she's done doing DPS, she's not done yet. She's got one more for you guys. Her revolutionary weapon, passive 3, rolls the battlefield using the latest weapon born from Illyrian and human craftsmanship. Rachel's attacks never miss. When she is attacked by an enemy, returns 20% of damage back to the enemy. So she has 20% reflect damage on top of the 100% damage she's going to do every time she attacks. And the S3 that can go up to 508% on her multiplier. So she's protecting your front row. She's spreading out damage on single targets. She's giving you damage reduction. And she's hitting extremely hard. So she's a DPS tank. Absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know a lot of you were wondering what her skills were. If you don't know yet, now you do. I believe they're going to be releasing this to the global players either tomorrow or the next day. I believe only the Korean players actually saw her skills now, outside of the few content creators that have known since Thursday, like myself, Fort, Mango, and a couple of the others. So very, very cool. Rachel is definitely worth summoning for. She's definitely worth picking up on your 9K pity if you were on the fence of choosing between her and Trent. So there you guys go. If you enjoy, definitely comment below what you guys think about Rachel's skills. Let me know what you think about her design and all that other good stuff you're going to be pulling for her or not. Also, don't forget to like the video if you did. Join us in the Discord in the description below for more Elune content. Don't forget to subscribe and tick all notifications. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have an awesome day wherever you are. Until then, peace.